Hi guys, welcome to another episode of AJAWI TV, where we discuss architectural and construction related topics. I'm AJAWI, and for today I'll be talking to you about windows. Yes, windows. If it is that you are about to select your windows for your home, or you may be doing construction and you're looking to get some information before you select the windows that you put in your home, this is the video for you. So stick around so that you can get this information. All right, so without any further ado, let's get into this video. Alright guys, so thank you for sticking around. I know that you have a lot of things that you are probably researching about your home right now, and you decided to watch this video. Alright, so thanks a lot for that. At this point of the video, I want you to hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I make videos just like this one. Alright, I do videos in relation to architecture and construction, educational videos, so that you can make decisions about your home, right? And basically try and save a little as it relates to construction. These are all my opinion, so you can utilize them as you see fit. All right, now windows. What are the pros and cons, or even how should you go about selecting your windows? Why select a particular window? Right now, before I delve into that, a little background for me, right, or as it relates to me and windows. I actually used to work in a window and door manufacturer, right? And I basically was a sales representative and a installation manager for that particular company. So basically I would help clients to select windows, different types of windows, what are the pros and cons of them, and then move towards actually the installation or training installation teams and stuff like that, so that they can install windows properly and ensure customer satisfaction. So that's where I get most of my experience as it relates to windows. All right, so you're deciding that you're going to select windows for your home. What should really guide this decision other than your budget? So we're not looking at budget within this video, right? We're looking at the windows themselves, right? So a common mistake that people make is that they select windows based on the look of the window. They see the window and they like what they see, and that's it. They don't necessarily select the window based on its function, right? And most of the times because the function is secondary, it becomes a situation where the operation of the window, or you as the occupant within the space, end up feeling uncomfortable with the space, simply because the particular window that you have selected is not necessarily an effective window. All right, so there are many types of windows, right? And I'm going to tell you the types of windows that I like in part, and why do I like them. First of all, I like louvered windows, or louver windows, right? These are windows that have blades, right? So those are I'm gonna show you a picture of it up here, right? So this is a louver window, right? Now, the reason why I like louver windows is that they are very functional. There are a lot of pros about this type of window, right? One, the first thing about louver windows is that they offer you offer you the opportunity to utilize the opening that it is in, right, up to 90%, right? 90%. What do I mean? The surface area that wind is able to pass through for these windows is up to about 90%. For example, you get another type of window, which is a sliding window. Sliding windows are, you have the glass and then either one side slide behind the other, or both sides can slide, past each other. I'll show you a picture of that up here, right? Now, while the louver window, they open like this, right? And I'll show you a small little video up here. So as you can see here, that's how a louver window opens, right? Now, when I say it, the pro is that you get 90%. When you compare that to a sliding window that has glass in it, that glass is actually taking up 50% of the space at all times. So you can only open the window 50% of the time. So you open it halfway, so half of the opening is blocked while the other half is being utilized. So that window can only be utilized by 50%, right? So air can pass through that space only at a maximum of 50%, right? The entire opening is not being utilized at all times. Now, a lot of people shy away from louver windows because they think that they are, they're old school, right? But here's another pro. Other than the fact that you're utilizing 90% of the opening, you are actually able to adjust these windows to offer yourself shading, right? With the sliding window, you have 50% utilized, right? But you also have a situation where it's glass and light is being passed through, or the sun's ray is being passed through that opening, or the window space, or the glass surface area, right? And that causes the inside of the building to heat up. So not only are you reducing the amount of airflow through the building, but you're also introducing light into the building at a 90 degree, because when light hits glass, it refracts at a 90 degree, so inside the building starts to get hot, right? Now with the louver windows, you can actually, if the blades are not transparent, because you can use glass louver windows, but I rather the wood louver windows, right? You can actually open them depending on the angle, based on the time of day, so that you are now creating a shade, right, from the sun. So once the sun hits that window, because you have angled it, you can still see through it, but it is at an angle, so it's not allowing the light to come into the building, right? So that's something that you should be thinking about whenever you're making that decision, as it relates to whether you're going to select a louver window versus a sliding window. So if you're going to be selecting a sliding window, then you're utilizing 50%. Also, you're utilizing light is coming through that surface or through that window, right? And that will cause the inside of the space to be hot. Also, when rain is falling, right, what will happen is that for the sliding window, you have to close it, right, whenever rain is falling, so you'll have to close that. But for the louver windows, you are able to crack it a little and angle it so that the rain doesn't come in, but you still have ventilation taking place. And a lot of people don't think about these things when they're making decisions as it relates to their windows. So they just know that they want a sliding window that is glass, and that's it. But to give people a little bit of credit, most of the times when they think louver windows, they're thinking UPVC windows, right, or PVC windows, plastic windows, right? and which are not necessarily as attractive as they can be. But there is a company in Jamaica that actually makes really nice louver windows. I'm gonna show you a picture of that window right up here right now. So a company actually makes these types of windows, right? And I think that because people are so hung up on the cost of the windows, they don't explore the options that are out there. And as soon as they think of wood windows, they're thinking, okay, it's going to rot. But if it is that the timber is treated properly, it will last you for years. Probably, you know, you won't be able to mash it up. You know, you pass it on to generations. But it's just the process that you have to put into it to make it, and for good quality louver windows, is going to cost you a little. Doesn't matter the type of windows. Once you're getting some really nice windows, it's going to cost you a pretty little penny. So, and that's the reason why people move towards the UPVC windows or the plastic windows, because the cost is way cheaper. So if it is that cost is not a problem, then I would go for those nice high-end finishes windows, and to have really nice, what I say, quality, right? Quality of construction, to really have a nice window in the house. Because to be honest with you, windows actually make or break your home, because it's a part of your finishes and how the building will look, right? So if it is that you select the wrong type of window to go into the house, then the house is going to look not so good, right? So the cheaper options are always UPVC and aluminum windows. And how you save money in those is that you can try and get standard sizes, right? So 4x4, 2x2, 3x4, right? Those sizes are actually what will help you to save money when it comes on to windows, right? So because the manufacturer does not have to remove the die to make your specific size. So if it is that you have 6 or 5'6" window or 4'6.5" window, then that will be a little bit more expensive than if you had a 4-foot window, right? So whenever you're making the decision to select your windows, try to select windows that are of a certain size, so 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, so rounded off numbers, right? Now if cost is not a problem, then you can always go ahead and have custom size windows, and depending on the type of material that you're going to look to make your window, then you can, you know, explore that a little bit more, right? And that will, of course, you know, that will be a little bit more expensive, right? So ultimately how you will save money as it relates to your windows is if you have standard size windows. So that's 2x2, 3x4, 4x4, standard size windows, right? Another thing is the size of your glass, right? That's another way that you save money. So you have 3/8 glass, 1/8 glass, you have tinted glass, right? You really want the factory tinted glass. Yeah. I see a lot of people buy clear glass and then they try to put tints on it. That's not, I don't advise that. Buy the tinted glass and done. All right. So that's another way that you will save money. So you know that the thicker the glass is, the more expensive the window will be. All right. I see a lot of people putting designs on their windows, like they have diamonds and hexagons and stuff like that. I don't like them, but I guess it's what the homeowner wants. So but that does send up the cost of that does send up the cost of your windows. And I think personally, I think that it actually ugly up a building. Most of the times when people put, these hexagons and stuff like that, they have nothing to do with the overall design, and as a result, the building becomes chaotic, or there's too much noise going on, so the building becomes ugly, right? So for me, I like clean designs, clean windows. It may have some Frenching on it, may not, depends, but I really look at the function. Now, so I've given you 2 ways that you can save on your windows, right? Now, another way that you can save on your windows is that when you're doing your window openings, right? If it is that your window is 4 feet, right, 4x4 window, then you want to leave a 1/4 inch space around the window, right? Now, how does this help you to save on it? You're actually going to save on installation, right? So the gentleman that comes there to actually install the window, if it is that he has to come there and chip out the wall because it is too close to the window, then that's more time and they're gonna charge you for that, right? Another way also to save on your windows is that ensure that your window openings are square, right? If your window is 4x4, it has to be square. The opening has to be square. The moment one side is off, and that's one of the problems that we had while I was working in that industry, is that people have 4x4 windows, but it may be tilted, or one side up and one side down, so they end up spending more money simply because the window openings are not square, or they're not clean, right? Or when I say clean, I mean rendered properly to the correct size. And then they have to go there and chip out wall and then put in back window and stuff like that, right? But one thing that I must say though, when you're doing your windows, ensure that the person who is installing a window, before they make it, ensure that they come to your property and measure the window openings that you are finishing with. So if you have a 4x4 window and you have dressed everything, right? You should not be dressing to 4x4, by the way. You should be dressing to 4¼ inch. So you have 1/4 inch to play with, right? But ensure that the person comes there and measure the actual opening before they go ahead and build, right? And that should help you to save a little bit of money when it comes on to your windows. All right, so I gave you a few. I'll look at other types of windows. So I gave you 2 types of windows: louver windows and sliding windows. For me, I like louver windows because they allow you to use 90% of the opening, while the sliding window only allows you to use 50%. In the case where rain is falling, if the louver window is open and cracked or is at an angle, then you can prevent water from coming in, while as long as the sliding window is open, then water will be coming in. Also, if you're trying to avoid the sun or mitigate sunlight, you can angle the blades of the louver window to block out the sun, so that the angle, the sunlight, the sun ray will hit it at an angle and not penetrate into the building, while the sliding window will not do that, right? The sliding window, because of the glass surface, then light will be coming in. Also, it depends on the material. Louver windows actually help to reduce sound transfer, right? So if you close the window, then depending on if it is wood, then as much sound would not be passing through when compared to a glass window that will allow some amount of sound, or a greater amount of sound, to pass through it, to come into the building. All right, so those are a few pros and cons of both types of windows. Now with your louver windows, right, the higher up you go, right, so if you can go up high with it and allow wind to pass across the body, while for the sliding windows, once the sliders are of a certain size, then they become a little bit of a problem, because then, you know, to maneuver them or to slide them properly, the hinges start to be a problem, the wheels start to be a problem, they get a little bit heavier and stuff like that. So those are a few things that you should look out for whenever you're selecting your windows. All right, so we've come to the end of this video. I hope that you learned something from this video. I hope that this will help you to actually select your windows for your building. Right now, for this month or this topic, going to be exploring windows, right, and how you can save money as it relates to selecting windows for your home. All right, I'll also try to reach out to a window and door manufacturer so that they can come in and speak with us, have a little interview. All right, so if you agree with that, let me know by commenting below. And don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I make videos just like this one. All right, so I'm AJAWI. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and I'll see you next time. All right.